drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
27, the ball carrier.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
McGill's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Bradshaw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Bradshaw eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down. McGill, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McGill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McGill. Looking middle, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richards. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To number 14.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Flanagan, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 8 yards out, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
The kicker on.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Patriots nothing.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. McGill. Wide open receiver complete. Way in. Touchdown, New England.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
After, right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing on first down, Bradshaw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down.
From the gun, Bradshaw. From left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll run on first down. Flanagan. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carried by number.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Quinnen Williams on the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
from the gun. Bradshaw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete.
From 21 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
14.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now a handoff working right. Fights through and now a crease. The 40, the 30, 10. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 16. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Flanagan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And 5.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
From the gun, Bradshaw. That's complete, right around the 8. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Looking to throw on second down. McGill. Left side, it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Operating from the gun, McGill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
The 40-yard line.
From the gun, McGill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun, McGill. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots have moved out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change? And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face. Mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Defense. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The final shot before break. Bradshaw, his throw incomplete.
That's the end of the first half.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
from the gun. Bradshaw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get it over the 10-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Brings up second and goal.
To throw on second down. McGill. Turnover as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bradshaw steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play fake. Bradshaw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw stepping up. He's going to keep it.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but But that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bradshaw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pad.
And he'll take it into the Zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick is.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st and 10. McGill, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Quarterback is sacked.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Coach, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, but I just kept using it.
He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Bradshaw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Bills.
From the gun, Bradshaw. This is caught. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of play. Like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth when the balls are...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. On first down, McGill. Looking left side, and it's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 2 big play. He's right in succession as this one goes for 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McGill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
McGill's pass.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. To throw on second down. McGill. And he's going to be intercepted on third down. Picked off near the 26. And they will take off at the 29-yard line. How big is that? Penalty, wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Taron Johnson made the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. McGill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. McGill. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
2-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Bradshaw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's through caught at about the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Bradshaw, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. McGill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Today's final score, Bills 56, Patriots 28.